We can see a lot of video on YouTube, thread on Twitter, how great PayPal is now, that it's a generational wealth opportunities. In this video, we'll focus on the bear cases to not have a confirmation bias, to be better investor and to have all the information you need to know before investing in PayPal. We'll also do a valuation to see at what price it can be interesting to invest in, and also if it's really an undervalued business like this, you will not make any mistake. So the first bear case that I see with the company is the weak moat. And it's probably one of the main problem here is like there is a lot of business that use PayPal because they don't really have a choice, because they have customers that can pay with PayPal, that it's more convenient for the customer. But if they could, and if customer were using another solution, the business will not use it. And if you don't have any business on PayPal, you will not have customer and it will decrease. So for me, the moat is not really strong for this company. We don't have a company with a strong moat. And even more, I feel that the moat is decreasing instead of increasing year over year. Like for me, the moat of PayPal was stronger 5, 6, 7, 8 years ago that now. I feel that now the market got totally disrupted and PayPal is not a strong player in it. The second bear case is the net income. It doesn't do anything since 2020. It's kind of the same for free cash flow. Free cash flow, the last one was higher, but it's kind of the same. You have a company that is not really growing since 2020, while all the other tech are growing, managing to have more revenue and so on. PayPal, no. PayPal, the net income is not growing. So yes, the revenue is growing, but not the net income. The profitability is not really that good, and we'll see it after, okay? And even worse than the net income, you have the cash from operation, which is not really stable as well. Okay, you have a peak in 2024, but same, since 2018, it didn't really go anywhere. In 2023 was the same than 2018. Is not something that we like to see for companies that we could have in a portfolio. So I think this is also a bear case. It's a reason why the stock is not going up and is not recovering from the last all-time high. It's because we didn't see a lot of growth on the company, okay? And take in consideration that this happened during a time from 2021 to now where the economy as overall was kind of good, okay? It wasn't a bad economic moment. It was low unemployment rate, okay? Some inflation. So it wasn't a bad economic moment. So can you imagine now during an economic downturn, it seems that it will not be very good for PayPal. The third bear case that I can see is that the market is becoming more and more competitive with Stripe, Remitly, Western Union, all the payment solutions that you could have online. Like there is way bigger competition. You also have some area in the world where they talk about doing some central bank cryptocurrency to pay. You also have the blockchain payment solutions that are arriving and that can bring a lot of trust. Like, yeah, it's not really an area where PayPal can have a moat, can be very useful and so on. So yeah, like the competition on this market is pretty big. And the thing is, it's the kind of market that is it's a growing market because more and more people buy online, but I feel that other solutions are taking way more advance than PayPal, and PayPal is not really well placed for this. Bear number 4, it's a low return on capital invested, the ROIC. You can see that it's up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Like, it's not really stable. We like when it's stable. And here, other than not being stable, it's not high at all. It's not even 7%. The maximum they had was 7.3%. Like, to be honest, I don't invest in a company with less than 15% return on invested capital. So here with PayPal, you really have a low investment of capital. So low return on investment capital plus not really growing numbers, that's already two things that are not really nice to see, okay? And if you do also the math, you don't have a very good reinvestment rate. So they don't have a good reinvestment rate, plus if they were able to reinvest more, it will not be at a good return. So yeah, that's the sign of not a great compounder here. Bear number 5, you don't have a lot of new active accounts. Okay, since 2021, it's super stable. Like since 2021, you basically almost don't have any new users, new active account. Like, how is it possible? How do you want growth without this? So yes, you can find a way to increase the lifetime value, this obviously, but at the end of the day, for a tech company, for a payment solution like PayPal, you need to have more active users. If you don't have more active users, there is some point where you will not grow anymore, or you will grow very slowly. And that's the problem with PayPal. It's not that they don't grow, it's they grow extremely slowly. So investors don't really like here. And I feel here the network effect moat is declining. Like, you don't really have more users, so you don't have more business that will use it, so you will not have more users that will want to be here. And yeah, network effect declining. Another thing that I don't like with PayPal, it's the margin, okay? We can have a look at the company financials. If we go in the operating margins, you have operating margins of barely 20%, which is not really good, okay? The margins are not really good, and I don't really like this. Like, they have fine margins, okay, but same than the net income. It's go up, down, up, down, up, down. It's not something that you want to see for companies that you want to buy, okay? So now let's talk about the valuation before I tell you why I don't invest in this company, even though the valuation seems fine. So here, let's take the last net income, okay? We'll take the last net income 4,147,000,000. Okay, we'll do it with net income. We'll project on 5 years. Let's say that it's supposed to grow by around 10% per year for the EPS, so it's including buybacks. They're doing some good buybacks. Last year, I think they did 7% buyback, which is amazing. Okay, it's great. It's good that the management did this. So let's say they will continue for the last 5 years to do approximately minus 2%, okay? 2% buybacks per year. We'll have a growth of 8%. So like this, it will approximately do an EPS of 10%, EPS growth of 10%. The PE ratio, now it's around 15. Let's say it will go to 20. Okay, you have a P ratio going back up to 20, you will do 15% cumulated annual growth rate, which is fine, okay, which is pretty fine. In my opinion, under $74, it seemed to be a fair value. Now let's say they don't have 8% growth per year for the net income, they have only 6%. 6%, they still do 2% buybacks, you do 13%. You do 13%, so yeah, like, the company seems, like the stock seems undervalued. This is undeniable. It's cheap, okay? The company is cheap. Now, why I don't invest even if it's a cheap company? First one, as I told you, I'm not confident about the moat. At least on the long term, I'm not confident about this. I feel that the company is progressively losing its moat. The second one is I don't like the product. Like, I really don't like PayPal as a business, as a product. It's something that really kills me every time I need to use. Excessive fee. Shitty client support, always scared that your funds will be held, closing account for nothing. Like, it's not something where you're confident as a business owner. When you do business, when you use PayPal, you're never confident with this. Maybe on the customer side, okay, where you don't have a business, where you use it to pay and so on, to pay online, okay, maybe for this part is fine, but I feel that over the years, it was better before. I feel that 5 years ago, it was better to use PayPal when you were a customer. Now, before I was using a lot PayPal as a customer, now I don't even use it anymore. Like, I don't really care. 3, as a business owner, I use PayPal only because I have no choice sometimes, okay? Sometimes I have no choice. My clients only pay with PayPal, so I have no choice. I hate this feeling. I hate the feeling that I need to pass by PayPal because of excessive fee. I will have like 6%, something like this fee when I will receive a payment. And then when I will want to use this money to send it to my bank account, again, I will have fee. Or if I want to use this money to send it to somebody else on PayPal, again, I have a fee. And because I have a business account, I don't have like send to a friend. I don't have these things to avoid fees and the fee and so on. So yeah, this is really annoying. And for some people, this feeling that you don't have choice may seem like a moat, but in my opinion, I just see it as soon as there is something better, more practical and so on, I will jump in. I will leave PayPal with, I don't give a shit. Like, I will leave this company and I will have no hesitation. And I have at least a dozen of friends that who are in the same scenario, that as soon as they can leave PayPal, they will do it, and I don't like this feeling for a company. I cannot invest in a company that I have this feeling toward it. Number 4, the number are fine, but they are not amazing, okay? It's still a good number. There is way worse company, but they're still not amazing. It's not like amazing number. It's not like Google or Meta or anything like this. A Meta, for example, when they declined in 2022, like the number was still pretty good. Everybody was saying, oh, Mark Zuckerberg was doing shit with money, invested in stupid metaverse and so on. At the end of the day, he kept a return on invested capital higher than 20%, operating margin higher than 30%. So yeah, it was still very good. Here, yeah, no, the numbers are not that good, okay? 5, I'm not confident that the company will be way bigger in 10 years. Like if we come from now in 10 years, I'm not really confident that PayPal will still be, that will be bigger than today. And I'm not even confident that it will still exist in 10 years. I really feel that in 10 years, it could be acquired by Stripe, by whatever business. Somebody could acquire PayPal. Like, I will not be surprised. So yeah, I'm not confident about it. Number 6, I think there is better opportunity in the market now to allocate your capital. The valuation is not everything. Yes, the valuation for PayPal is good, but you want also to invest in great compounder. And with a company with 7% return on invested capital, I don't call it a great compounder. This is difficult to have a great compounder with 7% return on invested capital. So yes, good valuation, but it's not everything. You want to invest in great companies, great quality, great compounders. Number 7, a lot of tech companies rebounded in 2022. Okay, you had the crash in 2022 and then they rebounded. PayPal didn't. Why? Why it didn't if it's such a good company, if it's such an obvious opportunity on the market, why it didn't rebound while everybody else was rebounding? And like they have good numbers. The number is not bad. You have company with way worse numbers than PayPal that rebound. You have companies that are not even profitable that rebound, but PayPal is not rebounding. Why? Why it's still so cheap? Why it's still staying down? I just think it's because the business model is not that good, and investors, everybody sees that the business model is not that good, that the company don't really have a moat. So yeah, I think that's the problem. That's the reason why I don't invest. Obviously, you do your research. Here I give you the bear cases. So compare this with the bull cases. If you still think it's interesting to buy PayPal, go ahead, buy. It doesn't mean, it's not because I don't buy PayPal that PayPal will not beat the market for the next 5 or 10 years. I'm not saying it will not. I don't know. I cannot predict the future. It's just for those reasons that I exposed to you in this video. I'm not comfortable buying PayPal, and as well, I'm not comfortable holding it for the next 10 years. And I only invest in companies that I'm comfortable holding them for the next 10 years, and I'm comfortable to see them being twice as big in the next 10 years at least. So you have the reason why I don't buy PayPal in this video and why I don't really like this company.